The Madhya Pradesh High Court in Gwalior is an environment built on strict procedure. Every day, judges sit behind these heavy, dark wood benches to untangle routine disputes over property deeds and bail applications. But on this particular morning, the standard docket was derailed. Two women, biological sisters, both married, stepped up to the witness stand to make a request that brought the entire room to a standstill. Looking directly at the judge, the sisters formally asked for legal permission to swap their husbands. While the courtroom sat in stunned silence, the internet quickly caught wind of the case, reacting as if these women were trying to apply an e-commerce return policy to a marriage. The total collapse of a traditional family unit had left a vacuum that only a high court judge could fill, forcing the state to referee an intimately private emotional failure. To understand how this happened, we have to look at the Datia district. It's a tight-knit region where extended families are deeply rooted, and arranged marriages between relatives are common practice. These two sisters were married into the exact same extended family. They lived just a short walk from each other, yet both found themselves entirely isolated in marriages devoid of emotional connection. Eventually, the older sister reached a breaking point. She packed her belongings, took her young daughter, and left her husband's house. She sought refuge in the only place she felt safe, her younger sister's home, moving in with her brother-in-law. This flowchart illustrates the immediate fallout. Step 1, the wife leaves. In Step 2, her abandoned husband weaponizes the legal system. He bypasses civil court and files a criminal abduction petition at the High Court, accusing his brother-in-law of kidnapping. By pulling the heavy lever of criminal law, the husband accidentally took a quiet domestic separation and dragged it onto the highest public legal stage in the state. Faced with a severe kidnapping charge, the judge immediately ordered the older sister to appear and testify about her alleged abduction. She took the stand and stated clearly that no one forced her. She left on her own terms, and she told the court she fully intended to keep living with her brother-in-law. With that single statement, the husband's core criminal claim evaporated. You cannot prosecute a kidnapping when the supposed victim confirms she is a willing participant. The courtroom then braced itself as attention shifted to the younger sister, the woman whose husband had just been claimed by her own sibling. Instead of the expected outrage, the younger sister told the judge she consented to the arrangement. In return, she demanded to go live with the older sister's now abandoned husband. When paired together, these two statements completely paralyzed the legal framework, mutating a straightforward criminal hearing into a complex psychological deadlock that no statute could resolve. So, did a sitting high court judge actually authorize a literal husband exchange? Here's why that's impossible. Indian civil law requires a formalized divorce before entering a second marriage. That path is locked. On the criminal side, the judge ruled that since all parties consented, there was no kidnapping. He dismissed the petition. While the internet churned out thousands of memes treating the dismissal like a finalized trade agreement, the court was simply enforcing its own jurisdictional limits. The law successfully cleared away a fabricated criminal charge, but it deliberately avoided touching the underlying reality, a family structure that had permanently fractured. A marriage certificate can mandate legal obligations, but it cannot manufacture trust, respect, or emotional connection. When individuals are starved of emotional connection for long enough, they will often bypass societal taboos simply to find a situation they can survive. In the middle of this radical adult renegotiation, there is hidden collateral damage. Children are caught entirely powerless in the crossfire of domestic crises, with no agency over whose house they sleep in. It leaves us with a difficult question. When consenting adults choose to completely rewrite the rules of their relationships, is that a private right or a threat to the societal order? The justice system has the absolute authority to keep innocent people out of prison, but as this courtroom anomaly proved, it is completely powerless to force them to love.